Welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog, the final part of the playthrough.
Scrap Brain Zone plus credits, apparently.
Also known as Fuck You Zone. Because it's very difficult.
Those things, like, they're designed for Sonic just to barely fit through them. Right? This is Eggman's base. How is he supposed to fit through that shit?
Well, you see, the power of Eggman's that we don't know that he actually has shape-shifting powers. He never demonstrates them because he doesn't think they're useful.
As opposed to, you know, all those times when he could just shapeshift into a giant gun and blast the shit out of Sonic, and that would be it.
Well, if Terminator 2 has taught us anything, then maybe he can't shapeshift into things with moving parts.
So he's more like a contortionist.
Yeah, there you go. Eggman, the big fat contortionist.
Yeah. See? Should believe in your heart and you can do anything.
Oh man, there's one shocker thingy. Oh, there's two shocker thingies. It's so douchebaggingly placed.
But neither of them hit you.
I know, but, you know, it makes you very fucking cautious if you die at that checkpoint.
Can you die? Is that a pit? Just like below the thing?
Yeah, that's a pit. Normally you should roll at that part because it makes this part way easier. See?
See, that wasn't a pit though.
It wasn't a pit, but you know.
So they're not as douchey as they could have been.
Not as they could have been. However, this is a pit.
Nah, it's still not as bad as Capcom.
And I forgot to jump.
Why did you stand there? That was the greatest.
I pressed jump at like the first moment that it wouldn't be able to jump.
Hang on. Are you telling me, right? Follow my train of thought here. Are you telling me that you're pressing buttons and it didn't do anything?
Well, the game at that point wouldn't allow me to do anything.
Oh, okay. So Sonic 1 was buggy then.
No. It's just how it worked.
Oh, nobody.
That's how you're supposed to take care of that part.
Okay, good job. You redeemed yourself.
But that's not how you're supposed to take care of that part.
Okay, fuck up. You didn't redeem yourself. Oh man, that doesn't give you a lot of time at all.
No. And I totally fucking glitched through that. I shouldn't have done it. And I think I was just double checking there because, goddamn.
Did it close?
What you're supposed? Yeah, it closed. What you're supposed to do? Goddamn it. What you're supposed to do is hit the switch first, and then you know, go for it.
But that's what you're doing.
No, when you get right in there, you're not supposed to just try to jump up there. You got to hit the switch first. That makes life way easier. See, like this.
So, are these engines, right?
They are pipes that shoot fire.
No, but like in the background, there's engines, right?
I don't know, Josh.
Or at least exhaust for engines.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Because if there are several thousand exhaust pipes on this ship, you'd think he'd just launch it and fire would spray all over Sonic, and then that would be it.
So these enemies are called ball hogs.
So they're Care Bears. Got it.
They're pigs, Josh. So they would be like Care Bear cousins.
Okay. They're the rejected sibling. Oh no, it's a pig
so.
now. I see it. Okay. It's a pig now, as if it wasn't currently.
As if it wasn't before.
Yes. So, is this like this? Oh, this is really toxic and made of fire. Is it Los Angeles?
I agree with you.
I was asking you a question, but okay.
It's
Good to know you.
supposed to be like a factory for Robotnik's pollution and making the robots.
A factory for pollution. We make environmental hazards.
Well, you gotta imagine that since he makes the robots, that's his factory, and it emits polluting gas and shit. By the way, this route that I'm taking, if you're gonna play Scrap Brain Zone Act 2, take this route.
If you're gonna play Scrap Brain Zone Act 2, get smacked in the face by a giant spike ball. This shit.
Take this route, it's easier.
This was the greatest. Everything is the greatest in Sonic 1. You should buy a copy of this game right now. But these like circular platforms that you run over, I love these.
If you roll on them, you get a lot of speed.
Just like the fact that this existed, it blew fucking 7-year-old Josh's mind when he played this first for Sonic Gems Collection, Sonic Mega Collection. That's the one.
Yeah, Gems Collection has CD in it.
So, oh no, I thought that's something else. No, I saw that teleporter thing, and I thought it was the boss where Eggman blows up his ship.
What are you talking about?
There's a boss where you go into a room, and then there's this giant laser that Eggman fires, and you're supposed to use it to blow up his ship.
Oh, that's Flying Battery Zone in Sonic 3.
Yeah, see, I'm really excited for that one.
Well, unfortunately for you, in the Knuckles run, there is no such boss.
Oh, what?
Except I'm joking, because there is.
That seemed like a really bad thing to run into. And you still ran into it.
Not like I was trying to.
Did you know that they fired their blade at you? I didn't realize that. I was always out of that section by that time.
Yeah, I knew. It just depended on how long it took to get the fuck out of there. Or no, it always does fire at you, it's just that at times
you don't see it, yeah. So, this is really dangerous, man. Like, how would Eggman navigate through this without getting brutally maimed?
Well, he's the one who designed it, so he knows where to go and all that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. Well, unless he's put in a secret cutscene. That is.
I like playing the mod with Knuckles because you can just stand on like the beam there and just stay there for however long you want.
And watch him laugh at you coyly, like he's so dead.
Yeah, you can just cling on to that little energy wall, and the scene won't go to Scrap Brain Zone Act 3 until you fall down the pit.
Because it thinks you should have already. What was I discussing? Oh yeah, unless Eggman's built a secret passage somewhere in that base that navigates him around all of those spike balls and general fire, I don't think he's gonna get out of there unscathed.
By the way, for the love of God, take this shortcut when you're playing Scrap Brain Act 3. Otherwise, the level is overly long and runs a very high risk of you dying.
Air bubbles, right? They always appear as soon as you're about to drown and don't have enough time to get to them, or they appear when you don't need them and they're super slow.
The air bubbles actually are slower in Scrap Brain Act 3 than they are in Labyrinth Zone.
That's devious. Who would know that?
So here's Final Zone, final boss. Oh shit.
What if there was like a second story arc and it really wasn't the final zone, but they called it that for dramatic effect?
Are you referring to the fact that they made more Sonic games after this?
In hindsight, yes, but that's not what I was referring to. Now, before when I said it.
Yeah. Something interesting about this boss. If you hit it 2 times on the last hit, then the hit counter reverts back to maximum, which is like 256. So you have to hit Robotnik another 256 times to beat the boss.
Please tell me you did that.
I did not do that.
You should.
No, if I did that, then the video would be like 10 minutes long.
I don't know. You could cut it out. You're not Phil.
Just hitting the boss 256 times.
Yeah, no, he'd make us all watch that. You know he would.
Oh yeah, he would. Quality standards. What's that?
Well, I mean, that's why the hat guy is here. I'm all quality standards. Dude, he is not appearing in any of those right ones. Maybe you should, like, move over there instead.
But that's not the safe way to do this. You either stand on the furthest part to the right, which is what I always do, or the furthest part to the left. And that's, like, the safe and almost certainly death-free way to beat this boss.
Oh, so you don't live on the edge like me?
No, I'm not like you. And in some ways that might be a good thing.
In all ways, that's a great thing. Because, why does that second one blow up when he dies?
The whole thing blows up when he dies.
Yeah, but why specifically? Hey, we blew up his little copter thing too. Surely that won't be back in any of the other games. Nope.
It will still register you as beating the level if you don't hit Robotnik there. It's just basically, I don't know, it's a cool thing to do.
His face is like, oh, flowers, man.
Yep, that's what happens.
Suddenly,
so
we won.
Yeah, so we beat the game. Or, well, rather, I beat the game like 6 months ago, and we're only talking over it now.
Hey, I have a very lax time schedule. Did you know that this is the greatest medley ever?
It is pretty sweet. They do this for the other Sonic games, like Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles all have credits medley of the zones.
I apologize for waiting so long to say that. I was going to wait till it switched over, and then I was like, this is taking too long.
I don't think CD does. I think CD just plays the theme song depending on the region that you're playing the game in.
Toot Toot? Sonic,
yeah,
Toot Toot Sonic Warrior?
If you're playing PAL or Japan, then that's what you're gonna get. The inferior soundtrack.
Ooh, shots fired. Now it's not just me, I feel good about this.
That's not to say that I don't prefer songs on the Japanese soundtrack to some of their American counterparts.
Paint over your shots fired. Fire the cannon the whole way, or don't fire the cannon.
No, see, I have reality warping powers, so I can go ahead and partially fire a cannon.
It just like plop, the cannonball comes out, but then it like flops on the dirt and like rolls a little bit.
And it's like half of the cannonball is fired, but half of it isn't.
Okay, so it's Alice in Wonderland. End.
And he's beating up that sign mercilessly.
Well, it's not really a sign, it's more like a giant word. You held on this screen for a long time. I am the Hat Guy.
And I'm Skull902.
We're done! Yay, it took us forever because I'm an asshole. See you later!
Bye-bye.